Hey everybody, I want to do a quick book review. The book I'm reviewing today is called Knockin' Dead by Martin Yate. It is a book about how to obtain a job. And I have two versions of the book. Um, so basically what is the book about? The book is about how to get a job. This is a book that's written or updated every year. I don't know when the original book was written, but the original was not in 1994. It was probably somewhere in the 80s. But anyway, I think it's a very good book. The two things that I like about the book is number one, it is updated every year, and number two, if money is a concern and if you're unemployed, then money probably is a concern. You can pick this up for cheap at a used bookstore or Amazon.com, or chances are one of your buddies may have a copy laying around somewhere. Uh, the first book I bought in '94, I paid $9 for. The 2008 version of the book, I paid $5 for because I bought it used. Uh, and I guess that's maybe two things I like about it. Anyway, it is up to date. If you want the later versions, it is up to date. The one thing I don't like about it is some of the advice. Doesn't really apply to our economy. And in every book about job search that I've ever read, they say be specific in your goal, in your objective, what kind of job you're looking for. Well, in today's economy, that's not necessarily true. For example, let's say you uh, are a bookkeeper and you apply at a small company for bookkeeping, and you've got a degree in bookkeeping and you've got 10 years of experience in bookkeeping, and the boss looks at you and says, that's great, but what are you going to do the other 3 days of the week? We only need a bookkeeper for 2 days of the week. So that's when you have to be open-minded. And in most companies today, people get to do more than one job. That's just the way it is. So how I would answer that question, I would say, look, I'm a bookkeeper, but if you need counter help, I can do that. If you need help in the back room, I can do that, or whatever. I like bookkeeping, but I'm a team player. I can do a lot of different things. So that's how I would approach that. How I would rate this book, 5 stars. 5 stars. And like I say, I would buy it new. New is probably about $20 right now. But I would buy it new, I would buy it used, I would borrow it. Uh, and it's a book uh, you need to read probably once a year. And when you get that job, part of your first check should be going to buying the latest edition of this book. Because in this economy, in this labor market, we never know what's going to happen. And we should always be prepared to commence a job search. Um, is there anything else about this book? Well, no, not really. Martin Yate. I don't think he has a website. I do think he tweets and he's probably on Facebook, so you can probably get in touch with him if you wanted to or whatever. Um, but like I say, it's a great book. It's a book. Whenever I start a job search, I read this book. I read it 15, 20 minutes every morning before I start my job search just to kind of motivate myself. So it's a great book. And once again, the book is Knockin' Dead by Martin Yate. And he does have companion books for how to do interviews and how to do resumes and cover letters and things like that. So it's a great resource, and I highly recommend it.